Is this how it's supposed to work? He drops you off in the driveway. He doesn't bring you to the door.
I don't think he has to.
You're now on YouTube, by the way. Holy shit, you can't get too close to the screen because... Oh, and... Oh, it's dark out here now.
Oh, he's backing up.
Chelsea, turn the lights on when you come in. Because...
Now he's backing up.
Oh. Because
camera out.
Look who else
Oh,
is
the
here.
Tupperware.
It's Mr. and Mrs. MikeP7810.
Here he comes.
Who you've all seen on a video before too. Oh, now you pull in the yard after you already dropped her off? You're supposed to walk her to the door. Oh, the Tupperware, because this one sends him home with food all the time whenever he's here. It's like having another child. Look. The 7810s, otherwise known as the Prices, brought beer when they stopped by. What do you got to say to YouTube, Mr. Bean? Anything? He's trying to figure out who these people are that are here.
I think he's trying to figure out how to terrorize Buddy again.
Yeah, well, that, and he's heard Buddy outside here. I don't know if Buddy's back underneath the screened-in porch or where he is, but when he hears Buddy, he gets all freaky, don't you? This is your YouTube debut, I think, Mr. Bean. What do you think? What do you think? Anything? Are you excited that the Prices are here? Are you going to subscribe to MikeP7810? No, because you don't know how to get on YouTube, huh? But everybody else should subscribe to MikeP7810. Good Saturday morning. And it's hot. I don't know if you can tell over there. I got those shed doors open. I got the shop open. Got the back door to the shop open. There's the supervisor. Buddy's getting old. Not sure how much longer Buddy will be with us. He's starting to get some old man dog issues. But anyways, got everything open because we're gonna get the grain head out, corn head out, so that we can put the water wagon away, put the sprayer away, start getting the things that are done, won't be used till next spring, to put away where they're going to be for storage. And then we'll just shut things up and figure out the rest of it when we get done with fall harvest. As you saw earlier in this video, Mike and Mallory Price, Mike from MikeP7810, stopped in last night, which was kind of nice of him. Mike, I mean, the cat's out of the bag now, Mike, so we might as well say it. I mean, you were trying to make a sneak peek appearance on a live stream, but you got the wrong Friday night, so, but that's fine. He brought beer, so, you know, I'm good with it. Anybody wants to bring beer, that's good. So one of these Fridays, Mike, we're going to get you here, and you can sit in for a little while, and it's just won't be a surprise anymore, that's all. But, all right, so we're going to get some equipment put away. I'm waiting for the wifey poo to come over and, you know, help guide me so I don't back something through a wall, because trying to put shit away by yourself is not always easy when you can't see behind you that far. And maybe the rest of this video after that, I'll go look at some bean fields, give you an update on them, since I haven't done that yet. And I don't know, we'll go from there. So. Alright, we got the grain head back in here, pretty much where it was for storage last winter, and the corn head went over there. But the corn head right now is sitting in the other shed over by my house. Rock picker is where it was last winter. Sticks out just a few inches on the door, but we got away with it last year. Sprayer's put away. I don't know if you can tell, but the water wagon is pushed in between the wall and the tongue of the color packer. That's all put away. So I'm trying to, because obviously, as you know, this will be winter number 2 with the new 48 by 48 edition onto the original 48 by 72 shop. So I'm trying to figure out ways to have more room to get everything put away. I'm thinking when we move the snowmobile trailer up to the front of the other shed for winter, either this or the corn head can go in there, but I'm thinking we can get as much, if not more, put away. Let's put it that way. And yes, my weeds are finally starting to die that I sprayed, but looks like hell around here. But that's what happens when, you know, you take 2-3 weeks off to, well, take care of a family member who was dying. So, but all right, so let's go look at some bean fields to finish this video off. All right, here's the, well, you can see the top of my grain leg, I think. Yeah, you can. And barely the top of the bins. So anyways, here's the bean fields up back. That one, let me zoom again. Come on, you piece of shit. That one way out there through the opening is the one that we put the new tile in there, and I had the bulldozer come and level it off and whatnot. I got my, of course mine's a John Deere yardstick. Jeff's wasn't, but I don't remember what yours was, Jeff. Let's just see these beans right here. Oh, about 30 inches right at the moment. I don't know, being they're drilled, I don't want to get too far out into them because you step on beans, plants, because you don't have rows to go between. So 29-30 inches at the moment. As you can see, they've flowering very bottom here. Let me get in here. All right, so about halfway up or so, making pods. Oh, there's a 4-bean pod right there if it holds together, but still making small pods on top, but quite a few pods along the bottoms of the plants already, as you can see. Obviously flat, not any real beans in them yet. What the hell is today? August 6th? August 7th. Somewhere's in that neighborhood. So, looking pretty good. Obviously, we're in the Northeast. We're, you know, a little different than you guys in the Midwest that have beans that are completely potted up already. The damn deer, you can see right through here where they're nibbling on the tops of them, the sons of bitches. But we'll take care of quite a few of those come deer season. And the Emperor Cuomo opened up a late muzzleloader season after Christmas this year. That'll be interesting. From what I can see standing here, that field looks pretty good out back. I may fly the drone sometime. You got the occasional weed, but as you can see on a whole, the field looks pretty good. I got one ugly field, and that's right across from my shop. Ugly because of weeds, ugly because of some volunteer corn from being like 16% last year when we were droughty, and ugly because of a minor F-up on my part spraying. We'll see that, don't worry. So I'm over on that farm that I bought on the other road where the Boot of Italy field is across the road. Left my damn yardstick at home. Again, I'm not going to go out too far. I don't want to knock a bunch of beans over, but I don't know. They're above my knee, down to the bottom of my pocket. So I'd say these are in that 30-inch or more range. Podding up pretty decent at the bottoms, you know, flowering still at the tops. So, but amazingly, after almost 6 inches of rain in July, it's the 7th of August, we're getting dry again. But the next, I don't know, yesterday was 87. Today's supposed to be around 87. You can see they're flowering at the top still. They're talking 3-4 days in a row near 90. So, yeah, hot. When it's hot, you need rain. Let's see what these across the road look like. And I didn't look at my book to see what. I'm pretty sure these are Axis beans. The ones at home were Northrop King. Again, not going too far out in them. Pretty clean, the occasional weed. You look hard enough, you find the occasional volunteer corn. But same thing over here, podding up on the bottoms, halfway up, still flowering at the top, but look good. Now I'm gonna go show you the mess. And here's the 25 acres down the road from that 50 acres that I own there where the Boot of Italy field is. These look really good too. Again, the occasional weed here and there, especially these son of a bitchin' mare's tails that are hard to kill. You guys in the Midwest could have kept those. I do see a few volunteer corn stalks out there here and there, but for the most part, not bad. So, and I'm not taking you to every field, just like I didn't take you to every one of corn. That would take way too long. All right, back to the farm. Got the yardstick that I left on the bench. Duh. Here's what I think is a very good looking piece of beans and a very ugly looking piece of beans. It's got these patches of mare's tail, which we've never had any issue the past 2-3 years that they've started getting here, going through the combine. It just sucks, especially if you get a frost. But you can see this headland by the road is kind of ugly. And I will explain to you why it's kind of ugly this first, 75 feet to the edge of the field there. I did a custom spray job for a guy who had enlist beans. Mine are not enlist beans. I asked my spray rep, do I get my spray through? You know, do I just have to rinse the sprayer out, or do I have to use wipeout, which is what I use between when I get done with corn before I go to spraying beans so that I don't kill my beans. And I'm not blaming him, but he said, I don't know, we've never had that issue arise. He says, just rinse it out real good, you should be okay. Well, as you can tell, I smoked the living shit out of them here this first 100 feet probably from over there. A lot of them have come back, as you can tell. A lot of them are still coming back that are short, but it'll be what it'll be. And then when you get to there, that's where the patch of mare's tail starts. So basically we're not going to measure anything here because that sucks. But when you get out into these, and these are Northrop King, depending on their yield, I will be planting these again. But here goes the yardstick. I mean, there's places this yardstick goes to 39 inches. Why? Don't ask me. And there's places it's, the tops of the leaves are right up to that. So these are all of 3 feet. Got some yellowing on the leaves at the bottom, but I think it's because it's getting dry again. But I don't know how well you can see because it's dark down this canopy, but a lot of pods. Podding up a lot at the bottoms, all the way to about half, 3/4 of the way. And then still, making pods and flowering on top. So, and this one's got a number of, not a lot, but more patches of some volunteer corn here and there. And that was because of the drought we were in last year. And if you remember, if you go back, I had to actually point the camera at myself when I'm talking. What do you think? If you go back to that one video where, I don't remember the title, but it was mature. This corn was black layered the end of August. Yeah, black layered the end of August. When we picked it, it was like 16%. Now, take into account and remember this. We live in the Northeast here. Our shit's never ready as early as the Midwest, generally. We don't generally get planting as early. as the Midwest. Although this year I did have some corn planted in April, you saw. So generally, a lot of generals here, we do not start harvesting much before the first week of October. Have we harvested in September? Yes. If it stays hot and dry, probably an outside chance of the last week of September something might be ready. But generally here also, compared to the Midwest, like corn, when it gets below 25%, especially if it's like 21, 22, we're picking. We'll dry at that 7 to 10 points if we have to, because we've had snow ass deep to a giraffe before by Thanksgiving, so we don't want to take those chances. But I like to try and get the beans off first, so I'm hoping all the beans mature. Like I said, another 2 weeks, I'll take everybody back out. You'll see the tops of these bean plants probably won't be flowering anymore. They'll be potted, and we'll take a look at them again. Take a look at the corn here another couple weeks probably, because we'll be able to get a good idea of what our yield will be by then. And then we'll look at it again when we get into September and closer to harvest. But so there you go. This is a multifaceted video. No, I didn't film any of the moving equipment around and all that, because it's just a pain in the ass to be holding on to a camera, trying to back shit up and all that. And my wife's trying to keep me from driving through a wall or whatnot. So I showed you what it looked like afterwards. Mike and Mallory Price stopped, brought some beer. We had a few beers, chatted for a couple hours. Talked about other YouTube channels that we both like, and just talked about a lot of things. Mike's a funny guy, so is Mallory. So I'm gonna end this. So if you want a Grumpy Farmer hat or t-shirt, which I'm not wearing one at the moment, they're in the wash, go to the description of the video and push on the Grumpy apparel or on my about page or whatever, and we will see you in whatever the next one is. One more quick thing. Go follow Angleside Farm. Angle, just like it sounds. Angleside Farm in Michigan. Steve Ash is the guy's name. He started following me here and also on Instagram, so I checked him out, and you all ought to go check him out. Now I'm out.